Five, four, three, two, one. Let's go. This is Tina Ballet with some exciting discoveries to note via the captain's blog. Yes, I am the captain. And in today's captain's blog, I would like to note a discovery. An awesome discovery. Uh, Fourth Wing. Okay, a bit of backstory. I have been reading Fourth Wing in all of its glory, all of the formats. Um, like this is so wonderful. This discovery. So I'm reading it in graphic audio. At I'm at the beginning part where she's crossing the crossing the parapet and attempting to focus on her steps and shake away any fears and nervousness. And she's recalling what her father says to her. And that's where I am on the first part of the graphic audio. Also, update if you hadn't been listening to the live stream, just for my captain's vlog purposes as well. I have read part 2 of the graphic audio because that was available first, and I also read the audio book. I read the audio book. The audio book is one whole swoop, one whole book. It's not broken into two pieces. The graphic audio is broken into two pieces. So yeah, I listened to the audio book. Then I listened to part 2 graphic audio, and now I'm listening to part 1. Part 1 became available. And it's been a while since I listened to it because I would like to note some things as I'm listening to it. And my noting setup it's invisible at the moment. Okay. So that's where I'm at in my reading. And I would like to start Iron Flames as well. There was something else. Okay, so there's also another series that I'm looking into starting. I added it to my favorites, the first book, and it's called Red Rising, RED Rising, I think it's by Pierce Brown. Let's see. I know. I'm just so back to Fourth Wing. The discovery. Okay, so the discovery is I discovered that there's reading ambiance for Fourth Wing specifically. It says reading Fourth Wing ambiance. It says something like that. Like there's quite a bit of them too. There's quite a bit. Like some for hours, some for 1 hour, some for 5 hours, some for 3 hours. So it's quite a few of them. It's some with dragons. It's some with rain. It's some with Violet and Zayden on the rooftop. So yeah, I clicked on a couple of them, the ones that I just mentioned. And the first one I clicked on what was is so amazing. It's so amazing. Like the sounds, the songs. Now, I think it started doing like the raining sound, I think, and I turned it off after it started doing a raining sound. And I began to check out the other um, reading Fourth Wing ambiance. And some of them have dragons in them. I clicked on one and it's dragons flying by and you can hear the wings go whoo, and I'm like, whoa. Like a dragon just flew by. And yeah, so I clicked on that one. Then I clicked on the one with Violet and Zayden on the rooftop. I was like, oh, cool. I like their jackets. The jackets are amazing. Oh, let me get a jacket. Let me get an amazing leather jacket. Come on. Uh, Zayden has like a dragon on the back of his. I'm like, okay, you got a dragon on the back of yours, kind of like how Violet's what is it called? Uh, when they get their tattoos, but it's not called a tattoo. Um, that's how his jacket is on his. That's how his dragon is on his jacket, and then her jacket has like a design on it, and then she got her ponytail hanging down instead of in the crown. It's hanging down her back. And he got some more designs on his jacket, like um, around the waist, and then yeah, they got like flames a little bit. Yeah, they got some intricate details on those jackets. Then I saw um, a Fourth Wing ambiance in like a window setting, but it had rain. I wasn't ready for the rain. Um, so I looked at another one. I think it might have had rain too. And then I saw something with some wind and snow, quiet. So I'm like, okay. So I clicked on that to hear what that sound like. But yeah, that's my discovery. Well, both of those. But yeah, Fourth Wing has reading ambiance. I didn't know exactly what it was. I thought it was about to read. Like, okay, so I clicked on it. I thought it was gonna be like an audio book or whatever with ambiance. I'm like, okay, let me see what this look like. Like, okay, let's hear it. So I click on it thinking that it's about to be an audio book or something, and then like it's playing um the song and the sounds, and I'm listening for about a minute and there's no talking, and it finally clicks that it's ambiance for reading The Fourth Wing. And I'm like, I'm so excited. Like, yes. So if any of you do like the uh book journaling, this I would recommend listening to this while you're doing your book journalings, any of your book activities, book creativities, um, while enjoying this ambiance of the Fourth Wing. Um, I don't know if I I, I don't know if other people have listened to this while they're creating. I do see some creations though of the Fourth Wing and paintings and things that people have created, and it's very wonderful. They may have. I think they did say they were listening to something while they were creating. This specifically, it possibly could have been. I didn't know exactly what they were talking about at the time, but now that I've discovered it, Eureka up in here, um, I could see why. This is awesome. This is wonderful, fantastic, amazing. Like, oh wow, what a fourth reading ambiance. I was like, oh, so what? As I'm discovering it, I'm out loud speaking like, you read while you're listening to this. I was like, okay, I get it now. This is wonderful. Have that on while you reading. Wow, like yes, 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 yes. It's so wonderful. So I do enjoy the one I started listening to up until it started raining and things. So turn that off. Listen to some snow. I wanted to hear how snow sound. Like, okay, let me hear how snow sounds when it's falling. So yeah, that's my big discovery. Also, I've added a book series to my TBR that was already added. I already actually have added this to my wish list. Um, uh, now I've added it. I've added it. Now I've added it to my other wish or my favorites. So my favorites is like a TBR as well. And let's see what the name of it is. Yeah, it's Red Rising series. It's let's scroll down. Oh, okay. I'm gonna read what this says. Um, it's an adult fiction, general adult fiction, action and adventure, adult fiction, general. Um, the writer Pierce Brown. I said it correctly. Um, Tim Guard, Tim Gerard Reynolds is the narrator. Okay, this is part one of the Red Rising Saga series. Okay, let me click. And this book has the audio, it has the graphic audios. Yeah. Two, three. Hold on. Two, three, four. The fourth book is called Iron Gold. Yeah, Iron Gold. So, got a couple of iron books on my shelf to read. Let's see, that's the fourth book. A fifth book and a sixth book. All of them are available. Okay. Even the graphic audio. Okay. So yeah, that's why I brought that up, because of Iron Flames, and then we got Iron Gold. So I was like, all right, well, what other book got iron in it? I'm gonna be reading. Bring it on. Am I gonna be reading all these iron books at the same time? Maybe not, because that one is the fourth book in the series. Okay, so let me read this, what it's saying about Red Rising. I live for the dream that my children will be born free. She says that they will be what they like, that they will own the land their father gave them. I live for you. I say sadly. Eon kisses my cheek. Then you must live for more. Darrow is a red and a member of the lowest caste in the color coded society of the future. Like his fellow Reds, he works all day believing that he and his people are making the surface of Mars livable for future generations. Yet he spends his life willingly, knowing that his blood and sweat will one day result in a better world for his children. But Darrow and his kind have been betrayed. Soon he discovers that humanity reached the surface generations ago. Vast, vast cities and sparring parks spread across the planet. Darrow and Reds like him are nothing more than slaves to a decadent ruling class. Inspired by a longing for justice and driven by the memory of his a memory of lost love, Darrow sacrifices everything to infiltrate the legendary institute, a, a proving ground for the dominant gold cast, gold cased, where the next generation of humanity's overlords struggle for power. He will be forced to compete for his life and the very future of civilization against the best and most brutal of society's ruling class. There, he will stop and he will stop at nothing to bring down his enemies, even if it means he has to become one of them to do so. Sounds good. I about would like to go ahead and start reading it right now. Now, like, wow, what a great description. So I have that on two of my um TBRs. I did see it last year being recommended, and that's when I added it to my first TBR. And I just saw the thumbnail um, of the video that I saw, and I've been seeing that video and thumbnail, so I just went on ahead and added it to another TBR. So like it's gonna get read. It's gonna it's gonna be red. Oh, get it? Red Rising. Woo. Books are amazing. Books are such a gift. Books are such treasures. Such treasures to behold. Like, are you enjoying the treasures that are books? They call books, but they're actually like treasure. Are you enjoying the treasures up in these books? They are wonderful. I am reading a few books myself. I've added like a whole heap of books to my agenda that I have picked up and begun studying. So, yeah, I am taking a course and studying, and a whole bunch of books got added to my agenda. So, I am liking it. It's wonderful, great. You know, it's like, oh, okay, you reading for leisure? Well, read for life. Here you go. get get you some reference book. I did mention that uh I I could use some reference books in between these fiction books, and I was gifted the gift of reference books to do just that. So I've already started a couple of reference books and enjoying that information, and it's engaging too. Oh my goodness, the information is engaging. I like I want to say that I like the stilo, I like the style, the narrator, and he all dramatic with the read. I'm like, okay, read it. And there's a little bit of music in the background as the pages turn, or as the chapter is coming to an end, or as a chapter begins, there's a bit of music that's playing. I'm like, I hear you, like, okay, make it fun. So yeah, there the audio book is bringing it's giving fun. It's giving a bit of like a leisure type of read to it, even though it's could be considered as vital information for your everyday life. So that's cool. So yeah, I am enjoying that with this audio reference book. The other audio reference book that I'm reading is not exactly like that. It's more so of summer reading, but it's like the teacher. The teacher is lecturing in the other audio. So yeah, I'm like, all right. So with that, I did mention yesterday or earlier today. Um, yeah, earlier today, depending on what time it is. Let's see. Yeah, yesterday now. That I was reading at least 10 minutes, and then I amped it up to 20 minutes. And actually, the day before yesterday, I amped it up to 30 minutes. To have a balance with my classes because of my books are like the topics are my class. So um, I figured I'd read for 30 minutes just to be able to have my books coincide with my class, my studies, my course. So I did that the other day. Now, today, instead of putting a time on my reading, I started reading a chapter. So I looked to see how long the chapter was, and I just kept reading till the chapter was over instead of doing a 10-minute, 20-minute, or 30-minute read. And so that I could get into the book and continue with the book as a read. If I had stopped it at 20 minutes or 30 minutes, the chapter I would the chapter wouldn't have been over. So I'm like, okay, I need to eat this book, so to speak, like so that I can have it read before it's borrow time is up. Um and so it can coincide with my studying. So um the chapter was about 40 something minutes, 44 minutes, something like that. And so I was like, okay. So read that, locked in, read that. Um and then I let it go to the next chapter so I can see how long the next chapter is. The next chapter, Lord have mercy. The next chapter is like over an hour long. So I may be breaking that up. I don't know. It almost seemed like it said an hour and 30 minutes long for the next chapter. So I may be breaking that up into 30-minute increments instead of um, reading that whole chapter in one sitting. But yeah, 44 minutes. I thought that was close enough to 30 minutes that I needed to go ahead and finish that chapter. And then the other book, I switched to the other book, and that chapter was like 20 something minutes long. So I listened to that chapter. Before I started listening to the chapters yesterday, um, when I started the book, I would listen to the sections. Like there's different sections in the book. But yeah, the different sections doesn't necessarily, if you listen to one section, it doesn't necessarily cover 10 minutes. It could be short, it could be long. So yeah, now I'm reading in the chapter. And now that I got this long chapter, I may be breaking it up. So yeah, just whatever works during the situation it needs to work in is how I'm reading. Um, so enjoying that. I did read some more of Through the Storm. Um, at the moment, the description isn't matching at the moment, so that's a good thing. Um, I don't know what's she just had a visit from her sister and then just sent her sister off with all that she just gave her sister. and because she thinks she can get some more. Hopefully, she can get some more, Lord, because she said she wouldn't take it back. She would give her sister what she had. So hopefully she'll get some more. So we'll see what happens with that. And yes, it was um what I thought it was. I thought it was maybe like a cabin type of place. He took her to. He took Sable to, but it was more like a mansion. A remainder, what remained of a mansion. So I'm glad that uh, dinner went well. He says he wouldn't ask her to for her to move in with his mother anymore, and she told him, she said bless you, and yeah, I like how she put that. She was like, she said she was a slave for like 30 something years, 30, yeah, and she said she didn't want to trade one uh slavery situation for another. uh Saying that her staying at the house while he was going was likened to that. Um, and then I like how they got on up out of there. And he said he brought other women up in there. Like, oh, well, he said he did. And then so she was ready to go, and they got on up out of there. And so she's back and the talk of the town and things of that nature. So yeah, enjoying that. Um, is that it? I think that's all. Wow, it seemed a lot because I did read a chapter today. I read 3 books, and I'm thinking about adding this Red Rising to it because it sounds good. It sounds amazing. And then to hear the ambience, the reading ambience of Fourth Wing is amazing. I did see a playlist for Onyx Storm. I saw a couple of playlists for Onyx Storm, so I saved those so that I could listen to them when I read the book. And I already started listening to the Fourth Wing playlist. I haven't finished it though. There's a lot of songs on that playlist, a lot of great songs. So I just started from the beginning when I do listen to it. And then there's also a flame, an Iron Flame playlist as well. So when I begin reading Iron Flame, I'll be listening to the playlist. I might wait till I finish the book to to listen to the playlist. I don't know though. I don't know if I'll finish. I I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do that. Um, I'm looking forward to listening to the playlist though. I don't know if I'm gonna read the book first or if I'm going to um, start the book. I of course I am going to start the book before I listen to the playlist. I just don't know how far into the book I'm gonna get before I listen to the playlist. So I'll see. Maybe I'll wait till I finish the book. Um, yeah, I mentioned that like that because I did listen to a playlist that came with my Demon Valentine, my Funny Demon Valentine. I did listen to that playlist because I was reading that book on Valentine's, and I figured I'd go ahead and listen to the playlist on Valentine's. And I did enjoy the playlist, and it was pretty fun. Like where I was in the book, um, all the songs had been mentioned. So it was like a box of chocolates. It was like a excellent Valentine's treat. It was like, here are the songs that the characters in the books were playing. Here's this song this character was playing. And it's actually like, here's this character, listen to him play from the book. And then here's this character, listen to them play from the book. And then here's this song that the character mentioned and was listening to in the book. Give that a listen. So I was uh, very well pleased at the playlist and where I was in the book and how it coincided with the playlist. I didn't finish the book just yet. I do need to report it was a problem. I was having an issue with the book and how it was functioning within the app. Um, so I didn't finish it yet. Um, so yeah, that's the update for my Demon Valentine, my Funny Demon Valentine, and that playlist is such a treat. I tell you, I'm like, yes, 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 go get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I enjoyed that playlist so thoroughly. Like, can we be besties? Like, you added that song to your playlist. I enjoyed that playlist. Oh my goodness. Like, Kuto, Chef Kiss. um, boy, if this book Red Rising got a playlist, I'm reading this book today. Like, I'm probably already gonna read it today because it sounds interesting. The person who recommended, enjoyed it, loved it, recommends it. I love recommendations that people have enjoyed and recommended. They passing it along. It's like it's like a love letter. Here, read it, enjoy it, pass it along. Like, yes. Okay, so let me see about a playlist for this book. Like, I already like how it started. I already like the um description. Red Rising reading music. It has a playlist. Let's see if it's by the author. Is it by the author? Epic and dramatic playlist following Dar- Darrow's journey as he fights to. How do I see more of that? It says fights to dot dot dot. Hannah, the book. Um, I don't guess it's by the author. It doesn't seem like it is. But let's see. It's 2 hours and 49 minutes long. And it does give a description that it's following the character's journey as he blue blue blue. So this is created with the book in mind. That's awesome. Atmospheric music inspired by Pierce Brown, Red Rising Saga. Okay, somebody else made a cat. Cat made a playlist of inspiring music for the book. All right. There's a playlist for the character from the Red Rising series by, okay, they're talking about the series by Pierce Brown. Gabby. Goldenborn. I think that's one of the books. Iron Maid. playlist. I think one of the books is called that. Hmm. What? A soundtrack? Red Rising soundtrack. Michael M. I love a good soundtrack now. All right. I got a soundtrack. All right. So there are some playlists. Playlists and things. Alrighty then. Fantastic. Alrighty then. Fantastic. Alright. Okay. Hmm. So I'm in the bookshop and I'm going to look up the book, Red Rising. Red, or you could look it up via the author's name. Okay. Because when you look up titles, sometimes other books come up. All right, so Red Rising by Pierce Brown. Pierce Brown. Um, it's at a markdown price. There's other books of his that are in the series. You have Lightbringer, a Red Rising novel, paperback. Oh, box set, box set, box set, box set. Hooray! Uh you can get it in box set. The Red Rising, Golden Sun, SON, Morning Star, Morning Star. And looks like it's one on the side. Is that one on the side? Yeah. Iron Gold is extended excerpt. That's an extended excerpt. Alrighty then. Fantastic. There's the set, Red Rising, book box set, Red Rising, Golden Sun, Morning Star, and an exclusive extended excerpt of Iron Gold by Pierce Brown. It's at a markdown price if you would like that box set there. What is this? This is Pierce Brown, Red Rising, Sons of Sons of Era, Sons of Heirs, Sons of Ours. Yeah. Volume 3, Forbidden Song, and hardback. Okay. Red Rising. Wait, yeah, Red Rising Sons of Heirs. Wow. Wow. Lots to choose from. Also, this series has a comic book. Looks like, well, when I looked at it earlier, it looked like for each book, there's a comic book. So if you're looking to read comic books this year, you can add that to your reading. Your reading agenda. Uh, if you like comic books better than any other format that is available, there are books that do have comic book correspondence. I don't know if they correspond. I just see that that is a format. And it looked like each book had its own comic book. So I was like, all righty, we can read all the formats. Let's go. We reading all the formats. Is that what we doing? Is that what we about to do? Like, all right, we about to read all the formats. We're gonna start. Which one we starting with? The audiobook, and it could be some ebooks available as well. Um, Yesterday was a lift day, so I did listen to an audiobook while I was lifting to try out that, work out the, what do you call that? Multitasking. So, yeah, while I was lifting and stretching. I had an audio book playing. It's about that time for me to TT on FN. So TTFN, do enjoy these gifts that are called books. Whether you get them from a local bookshop, online, library, friends, enemies, family, donations. Enjoy the books. They are an author's gift to us that we can enjoy and share with each other. QR code at the bottom of the screen will take you to the bookshop where you can search authors' names, keywords, what is it? INBIBNS numbers. I'm just the hostess with the mostest. I get you into the bookshop, and then the bookshop takes care of the rest. The bookshop takes your orders. The bookshop answers your questions. Um, and handles your orders. I do have book reviews and some movie reviews on some books and movies that I enjoyed and created reviews. Some reviews are not, or I should say, some reviews are exclusive only to the coffee shop. I do have a couple of coffee shops. I thought it'd be great to have a bookshop along with my coffee shops. So there are some reviews and updates on my crocheting and movie review exclusives that are not on my blog. Um, so yeah, my blog has plenty of reviews on it. Also, some featured products are on my blog. So do enjoy those things. Information in the description box. Also, there's a Venmo Me QR code at the top of your screen. That's my personal Venmo Me, where you like what you hear, you can Venmo me. Uh, if you would like to gift me some water, some book money towards books, subscription money towards my subscriptions, um, for the book stats that I do keep, um, or anything else, you can send it to my Venmo me QR code. Um, if you would like to support an avid reader such as myself, you can Venmo me courtesy of the Venmo me QR code. Um, it is National Women's History Month, and I would like to mention a woman that I have been inspired by since a wee lass, and that is Whoopi Goldberg. I was looking at her books, and she has several books. She's been in several movies. Uh, and she has her own comic book. She has a comic book, so I thought I'd mention her during this month. I've been inspired by her since I was I'd say a quarter size knee high to a grasshopper. I don't know. So yeah, uh, she has her own comic book. Uh, let's see what it's called. And she has titles. She has several book titles. Um, Let me look her back up. Let's see. Okay, I'll also read a. Uh-oh, I unplugged my phone. 2024. She has a couple of titles that came out last year. Her comic book is one of them, titled The Change. It says here that it's 76 pages. Rated no. Whoopi Goldberg brings new meaning to what it means to be a superhero in a new graphic novel. Isabel Frost is a woman who has spent her life as wife, mother, grandmother, a life she feels isn't all she had hoped for, with a husband who has grown in another direction. With a background in computer science, Isabel is an amazing gamer who plays with people all over the country. With the help of her comic loving grandson and irreverent best friend, she must learn to control her abilities and embrace her new identity as both the change of life and her surprising and extraordinary superpowers. Word. I might need to read this now. Like, now, that's so cool. Her other book that was released last year is Bits and Pieces. It says Bits and Pieces, My Mother, My Brother, and Me. From multi-award winning Whoopi Goldberg comes a new and unique memoir of her family and their influence on her early life. If it weren't for Emma, if it weren't for Emma Johnson, Karen Karen Johnson would have never become Whoopi Goldberg. Emma gave her children the loving care and wisdom they needed to succeed in life, always encouraging them to be true to themselves. When Whoopi lost her mother in 2010 and then her older brother Clyde 5 years later, she felt deeply alone. She felt deeply alone. The only people who truly knew her were gone. Emma raised her children to just not just to survive, but to thrive. In this intimate and heartfelt memoir, Whoopi shares many of the deeply personal stories of their lives together for the first time. Growing up in the projects in New York City, there were trips to Coney Island, the ice capades, and museums, and every Christmas was a magical experience. To this day, she doesn't know how her mother was able to give them such an enriching childhood despite the struggles they faced. And it wasn't until she was well into adulthood that Whoopi learned just how traumatic some of those struggles were. Fans of personal memoirs such as Finding Me by Viola Davis and Places in Pieces by Sally Field will be touched by Bits and Pieces, a moving tribute from a daughter to her mother, and beautiful portrait of three people who loved each other deeply. Whoopi writes, not everybody gets to walk this earth with folks who let you be exactly who you are and who give you the confidence to become exactly who you want to be. So I thought I'd share mine with you. I'm already crying. Adult nonfiction, entertainment, and performing arts. Written by Whoopi Goldberg, narrated by Whoopi Goldberg, published by Blackstone Publishing. Let me read this of Whoopi Goldberg during this month of National Women's Month, National Historical Women's Month. Whoopi Goldberg is one of a very elite group of artists who have won the Grammy, the Academy Award, the Golden Globe, the Emmy, and a Tony. Currently, she is the moderator of ABC's The View. Whoopi is equally well known for her humanitarian humanitarian efforts on behalf of children, the homeless, human rights, education, substance abuse, and the battle against AIDS. Among her many charitable activities, Whoopi is a goodwill ambassador to the United Nations. Whoopi Goldberg also has what looks like an album called Back to Broadway something. The title isn't all the way on there. It says dot dot dot. It starts with a T. Dot dot dot. Yeah, it's a soundtrack. Whoopi Goldberg has a soundtrack. Looks like it's 3 tracks. The first one is over 4 minutes. The second one, I'm trying to see what this say. Um, I don't know. Is that looks like it say 44 minutes, and then the third one is 14 over 14 minutes. Is that 42 minutes? That could be 42 minutes. The first one is over 42 minutes. Mmm. All right. Whoopi Goldberg has a soundtrack and some other books. Um, Whoopi's big book of, I think that's gonna say relationships something because it say relation dot dot dot. Um, If someone says you code dot dot dot, um, released in 2015, 256 pages, from the provocative and hilarious EGOT winner, best-selling author, and host of The View, Whoopi Goldberg, comes the perfect antidote to all those outdated relationships, outdated relationship advice books in the world, weighing in on why marriage isn't for everybody and how the life you want shouldn't be the life everyone else expects you to have. Whoopi Goldberg has been an electrifying, envelope pushing public figure for many stripes. Acclaimed actor, comedian, singer, songwriter, author, political advocate, political activist, and talk show host. Now, Whoopi will speak openly about why marriage isn't for everyone, how being alone can be satisfying, and how what's most important is understanding who you are and what makes you happy. Wise, funny, and conversation starting. Whoopi's message is sure to resonate with the millions of people who struggle with relationships every day. Goldberg says, I get to hear from a lot of different people about relationships, and this got me trying to figure out why the divorce rate is so high. It occurred to me that as one who has done it badly often, I might have some insight. It's hard to really know the other person's agenda. But if someone says, you complete me, run. Published by Grand Central Publishing. This one is an ebook. Whoopi Goldberg, Sugar Plum Ballerina, Sugar Plum Ballerinas, released 2011, 160 pages. It's a synopsis is currently unavailable. It's a juvenile fiction, African American and Black girls and women friendship, written by Whoopi Goldberg, Marlon Roos, by Little Brown Books for Young Readers. There's an Icon Disney Villains album. What Disney villains was she? I got what song she's what song Whoopi Goldberg singing? Um, let's see, artists, various artists. Whoopi Goldberg is listed. Keith David is listed. I know he played the he sings the he got friends on the other side. Oh, wait. What? Hold on. What character does Whoopi Goldberg play? What character does Whoopi Goldberg sing? Like, what song? Hmm. I don't know right offhand just yet. Oh, is it a Cinderella song? She's in Cinderella with Brandy. She sings a song on that in that movie. Uh, is that one of the songs that's on here? I was looking up that soundtrack the other day. Let's see. Um, Dark Shadows, the NBA 2017 Master of Dark Shadows. She's in movies. I'm looking at the different titles. That album I just mentioned, that movie I just mentioned, Liberation movie. There's some shows. There's some more movies. One with Sammy Davis Jr., Dougal, um, Rat Race, a novel that she's in, narrating. She's narrating also in Cameo Ghosts, Camino Ghosts. Sesame Street's 50th anniversary. And I personally know that she is in Pee Wee's, one of Pee Wee's, I think it was the Christmas episode. I did just watch that again. I streamed it. I streamed the Pee Wee's Christmas episode that she's in. And she was saying that she was gonna be on the next show that he's on or something, or like the next time he does that, and but she was on it already because she was shown as being on the phone chatting with Pee Wee. I'm like, you on the show already? But it was the skit. It was the skit. Uh, some more movies, some more mystery, love, comedy, mystery loves comedy. Also, here's another. Oh, okay. Lion King. She's on Lion King. She's one of the Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa. She's one of the hyenas from the Lion King. Okay. The Lion King soundtrack is pulled up. Whoopi Goldberg's name is on that. Yeah, she's one of the. Cause I was like, villain. I ain't seeing her in that light, but yeah, she's one of the villain hyenas in the Lion King. I think is no, is she the one that say Ed, and then Ed go to laughing, or does the other one say Ed? No, I think she say Ed. And then there's another movie, Hero Quest. It's an animation released in 2015. And Disney villain soundtrack. Another Disney villain soundtrack released in 2020. Oh, I didn't look to see what the other one when the other one was released. Um, 2020. I'm looking to see if I notice anybody else on here. Mm, Keith David was on the other one. His name isn't on this one. So these must be two different albums. Okay, let me see when this album. Oh, it say 2020? Hmm. This says Icon Disney Villains. And this one says Disney Villain Soundtrack. Excuse me. Villain Songbook. Songbook. Disney Villain Songbook. Hmm. Okay. There's also a book called Two Old Broads. Stuff you need to know that you dot dot dot. Two Old Broads 2022 release. Uh year. That was the year. 240 pages. A comedian and surgeon write a book together that might sound like a uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Readjusting my heat pad. Like the first line of a joke, but for anyone who's of a certain age, they know that getting old is no laughing matter. The best is yet to come is a pitch perfect blend of Whoopi Goldberg's no hold bar humor paired with the expert sage wisdom of her co-author, trailblazing orthopedic surgeon M.E. Met, M.D. Readers will encounter a broad range of topics, including but not limited to establishing safety in your home, staging, staying active physically and mentally, maintaining a nutritious, hold on, nutritious diet, navigating tricky subjects such as whether you need a home aid, keeping a sense of humor about getting old, of course, aging ain't for sissies. But this book can empower you to live a healthier, happier second act of life. Written by, published by Harper Horizon. Women's Health, Adult Nonfiction, Adult Nonfiction, Healthcare Issues, Aging and Longevity. Uh, that's an ebook. Meerkat Manor, the story, dot, 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 is in that. Movie Tunes, I think it's going to say Madeline. My Fair Madeline, I think, I don't know. It says dot, dot, dot. My Fair Mad, dot, dot, dot. 2002 release. She's in that. The Best of Elmo, released 2010. Serafina, PG-13, 1992. It's a movie. more movies. The Most Magnificent Thing. That's a movie released in 2019. It's a short. It's a like a. It's a short. It's a looks like a short cartoon. It's 22 minutes. 22 minutes. PG 13. 1996. The Associate. Moonlight and Valentino. Um, One of her first books is that I knew of is and was waiting for the release date is it just me? It says, or is it nuts out there, or is it just me? Released 2010. I anticipated that book release date for that book. It's all available now. Um, the what the two old bras is available in ebook and in audio. A lot of the books that I mentioned is available in ebook or audio. Some of them in ebooks. The one I just mentioned is an ebook. Where I was looking in the bookshop, you click on the book and then the format you're looking for and change it to the format you would like: paperback, hardback, ebook, and so on. There's several different formats to choose from. We're coming up on our uh, break, our commercial break. So do partake of the QR codes available on your screen during this time of the break. And we're front and back. Front and back here. Let's get our heating pad back on. Yeah. Heating pads connect. Okay, heating pads on. I did watch a movie reaction to a movie that I viewed already, and yeah, that's as far as I went with watching any long videos. I did enjoy a few posts of my wake up call with the jump roper, 81 years, giving me a wake up call to get up and move my body, whether it be for a 5-minute walk, or bouncing, or jumping, getting up. So I did enjoy those wake up calls, those wake up call posts. During those wake up call posts, sometimes I'll get up and participate with her to get things going, and I did that yesterday. Get up and start again. Did I do that yesterday? No, I didn't. I did that the other day. I didn't do that today. Yesterday. I did that the other day. I didn't do that yesterday. What I did yesterday was add some more weights. I did see someone that inspires me. I did see that she was adding more weights. Like 2 days in a row, she added some weights. And then someone else posted to challenge your body and some more weights. And I added the weights. I ended this week with adding the weights, and my body was like, my body is rooting for me. Okay, my body is like, I'm here for you. I'm here for it. Like, yes. So I was like, I did a first set of reps, and I did about 10 at least, and I was like, okay, so more weights, less reps. Is that what we're about to do? And then I waited a few minutes in between the next reps, and I did about 20 to 30 reps. And I thought about doing another set. I was like, ooh, if I could do, a set, 3 sets of 30, cool. I didn't push it though. This was the first day, and I actually did more exercises. Like, that wasn't the only exercise I did. I did those reps, and then I did some deadlifts, and my body was like, grateful I added the weights. Like, I'm here for it. Like, this is just what I do. Like, come on. Like, so yeah, that was cool, and it was a big difference. Like, I felt the difference without the weights. It was getting to where it was almost getting nonchalant. It wasn't quite there to nonchalant, but it was waving. It was waving and nonchalant. And then when I added the weights, it was like, you ready? You got it. Yeah. Another, like, so I enjoyed my weightlifting today or yesterday. And I did at least two reps, 2 sets of maybe 20. I don't even know if I counted. Maybe 20, maybe 30. I had my book on, so I wasn't working out to music. I was working out to listening to a book on audio. So that was a bit different. So I did reps. But really, and really feeling it, like really seeing the difference, like of the length of where I was going without the weight, and then where I landed with the weights. And the weights actually gave me a deeper stretch, and it actually activated some muscle areas that I am interested in having activated. Like without the weights, um, those areas they weren't being activated. It was a it was a wishing. It was a wishing. It was like, yeah, those muscles would be activated if you just add some weight. So adding the weights helped to engage some muscles areas that I am interested in engaging while I'm working out. But yeah, that before I added the weight, them muscles weren't engaging. It was like meh. Meh. I added that the weights and it started engaging. It was like, this would it be like? I didn't do too much leg work today other than the hamstring stretches. I did think of doing some steps, some step aerobics. I didn't incorporate the step aerobics though because yesterday was an arm day, and I did do some hamstring stretches, so I thought that was sufficient. Actually, I did do some leg lifts with one leg, and I just thought about it because I was brushing my teeth when I did a leg lift, and I just remember I didn't do leg lifts on the other leg while I was brushing my teeth. I just thought about that I needed to do the other leg. Some other crochet patterns are calling my name. I do have a snood in the process that is like on the last few stitches of being completed. I'm also crocheting a butterfly top. My dreams that I would like to crochet and with what yarn. And I saw what do you call that? A chevron pattern for a skirt. And I also saw it for a blanket, and I also have the a pattern to a chevron blanket from one of the books I taught myself to crochet. So yeah, that I'm looking forward to having that on my TBR, my TBC, to be crocheted. I did think about knitting. I do have some leg warmers on my knitting needles. Also think about crocheting. Also think about my knitting. Like, which one do you want? Whoa, got it. Okay. Ooh, get it. Oof. I was thinking about reading Lights Out. I do have it on my list. I'm looking for it now. Okay, because of the description. Lights Out. An intro. No. Lights Out. An Into Darkness novel. Oh, hold on. I may have read this description already on here. Yeah, though the books that are available in this bookshop are plentiful. TTFN. And we're here with TTFN. Toodaloo.